If you're watching this, I'm about to give away the whole farm for free. This is how I built my brand new coaching business from 0 to 58K a month in just 90 days. Here's the actual Stripe dashboard. So you can see it's legit. You can actually move around on it. And I did this using something called hot DMs. It's actually stupid simple how this works, and but by far the most predictable, consistent way to sign new coaching clients that I've found, at least. Best part about this is it can be automated. So now when I want to book more calls, I literally just send out a message to my team or click a few buttons, and my calendar fills up with calls. It's pretty cool. Austin used this to book 24 calls with a single piece of content. And with this, you don't need a big following like this with just 1,000 followers. He made a cool video about his results right here for me. Noah hit 18.6K a month in 60 days. And really, like, this is no fluke. I've tested over dozens of different coaching companies, different niches, and use this to also scale my other fitness coaching business to 107K a month. So I know this works. I know it works really well. I'll be sharing that with you today. So if you're a coach in the health, relationship, habits, addictions, make money online spaces, that's going to be extremely valuable to you. And if you're doing between 5K to 30K a month and you want to scale, this is specifically for you. If you're not doing at least 5K a month, then this isn't really going to be the most valuable for you because you're really not quite where you need to be at to implement these systems. So what we're going to cover today is 3 big things. So first thing is creating a magnetic message to attract a waterfall of dream clients through social media. So this is what we call the lead flow explosion, and also no more brokies, which is a cool plus. Number 2, how to create hyper predictable client acquisition. So you can sign clients every single week like clockwork. That's consistent. That's predictable. That's the big thing there. Then number 3 is scalable systems. So you actually get freedom. You can work on the business instead of in the business. All right. And if you're like me, you're getting real tired of the grifters, people who talk out of their butt about things they've never done, business coaches who never built a business, personal trainers who are fat, relationship coaches who are divorced and lonely. I can't stand that personally. So today I'm only going to share what I've done myself. No theory. It's not like you're sitting in a college classroom. All things I've literally done in the field myself in real life. All right, if that sounds cool, we're going to go ahead and jump into it here. These are the 3 big pillars that we need. 3 big pillars that we need to hit at least 50K per month with your coaching business and scale beyond that from there. So let me go ahead and click the present button, make this all pretty. First thing is there's going to be a key here. So we're going to go over the red and the green. Basically, the red is probably where you're at right now. You're going to be stuck between 3 to 50K a month, somewhere in that range. And green is how we actually get you to 50K per month plus with your coaching business. All right, so with this, take notes. This is going to be extremely valuable, and implement this stuff because I'm literally giving it away. So first thing is magnetic message. What most coaches do is they don't have this. They have a very general message, something like in the fitness space, for example, I help you lose weight. Something very simple like this. What happens when you do this? When you don't speak to a hyper-specific person, you don't solve a hyper-specific problem, you become a commodity. All right, commodity means you're the same as everyone else. All right, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of your competitors who offer literally the same exact solution as you, the same exact service. All right, this is a problem. Obviously, when you do this, when you're a commodity, like, what is the reason why someone would follow you over someone else? What is the reason? Like, honestly, think about that right now. If you can't think of an answer like in 1 second, then that's going to be a problem. With this, it's going to be harder to gain actual attention in the first place. So more followers on your page, more leads. Lead flow is going to plummet because we're the same as everyone else. Then also charging higher ticket prices becomes almost impossible. All right, because why would someone pay higher ticket prices? They can literally just get the same exact service for cheaper somewhere else. So they have no reason to pay you higher ticket prices for your service. That's what most coaches do, and that's what leaves you stuck in this range right here. All right, here's how you fix this. You need an actual magnetic message. That's what we do. All right, we create a magnetic message that communicates your offer like a laser beam to your dream clients. All right, that's the whole goal here. When you do this, when you're speaking to a hyper-specific person with a hyper-specific problem that you're solving, you get qualified lead flow. All right, think of if you're speaking specifically, so me, for example, if I'm speaking specifically to coaches doing 5K to 30K a month in their coaching business, who are already great coaches, they get great results. They typically have a big problem with consistent lead flow and signing more clients to scale their business. All right, if I'm speaking specifically to them rather than, let's say, all online businesses, that's a massive niche. All right, so obviously there's a huge difference there. All right, my lead flow is way more qualified now. I can charge higher ticket prices because of this. I just was a general thing. Like think of like anything that's generalized, it's inherently less valuable. All right, if someone's speaking directly to me and they know all my problems exactly, it's very exact, I perceive their solution as more valuable. All right, so I'm willing to pay them over everyone else. This also makes you unique. People actually have a reason to follow you over the other hundreds of other coaches in your space. You also close higher percentage on calls. All right, so for transparency, my close rate hovers around, recently it's been 39 to 43% close rate. So very solid close rate. And really what we do here, the magnetic message, is we're not doing any hard work. All right, there's this concept that I call market validation. Our market validation is basically like, you don't have to brainstorm. You don't have to sit in a room and think really hard about things. All right, we don't have to work hard. All we do is we do some avatar research. So literally like what you do, what I have all my clients do that I work with, is I get them to send out customer surveys or client surveys to all their clients, get them to answer a few questions. And basically we use that and we just copy and paste that into our magnetic offer. Like we literally don't have to do any hard work. We're just copying and pasting exactly what our clients tell us, which is cool here. And what that gives us is market validation. All right. Instead of experimenting, testing different things, or looking at competitors who actually aren't making any money and just copying their message, we're going straight to the source. People who are already taking out their wallet and giving us their credit cards and paid for our services. They obviously resonated with something that we do. And there's a reason why they bought. There's a reason why they're paying us money. If we can figure out that reason, we can communicate that clearly and attract more buyers to your page. The game becomes easy. All right, because right now we're attracting a massive pool and only a very small percentage are actual buyers. Imagine if we hyper-targeted everything to all the buyers. We attract more buyers to your page. That's what we do here. So basically do that. We do the market research. We know our avatar exactly now. We see the characteristics that they have, the similarities. And we basically copy paste that into our offer as well. So we don't have to think hard to create our offer. Like we literally just give our avatar what they want. And then we copy and paste that into our branding. So everything's like really simple here. There's no hard work. We literally just get information from our clients and we apply it to all of our things here: avatar, offer, branding. And so now, like we have a magnetic message. And simply because we just copy and pasted what is already validated by the market. People who have already paid us. So that's number one, the magnetic message. Now, number two, predictable client acquisition systems. So once you do this, the foundations of everything is set up. Like doing this right, we're set up for success. Obviously, this alone is not going to get us to scale our business. We still have to do actual client acquisition activities. So the foundation is set now. So number two, client acquisition systems, predictable. All right, I know I said that in a weird way, but here's what it works. All right, so what most coaches do here. Most coaches have random or inconsistent lead gen activities. So this might look like, oh, well, I create a bunch of content and, I don't know, I just hope it gets me clients somehow. Or sometimes I'll send out some outbound messages. I'll message some followers or message some random people. And I just, I hope that gets me clients. I don't really know, though. I don't know what's going on. It's inconsistent. It's random. It's all over the place. There's no systems. Another thing that most coaches do is no tracking of KPIs or key performance indicators. So basically, you have no clue what works and what doesn't work. So here's what this looks like in reality. You've probably had good months, quote unquote good months where you hit like record months. You do pretty well. You sign a bunch of clients. And you've probably had down months as well. And you're like trying to figure out like why in the world do you have good months and why do you have bad months? What is going on? Like what works and what doesn't work? You feel like you almost like got lucky if you have a good month. That's what most coaches do. That's where most coaches are at. And that is a result of no systems in place, no tracking KPIs. All right, so if you want to stop having inconsistent, unpredictable client acquisition, I'm about to reveal what you need to do to fix this problem forever. So pay close attention. All right, here's what we do. We use validated systems to predictably get clients every week. All right, so I'm going to talk about that more in a moment. I know that kind of sounds like woo-woo or very high level. What we also do is we track KPIs, so the key performance indicators, so we know exactly how many inputs to outputs. So inputs are the thing that we're in 100% control of. So this is, for example, me sending DMs out or me posting content. Outputs are the thing that we want, like the actual big picture goals, which is, clients signed or like the actual amount of money that we make in our business. So imagine if you know exactly how many inputs you need to get outputs, money in your bank account. So for example, I know for a fact, if I send 47 DMs out, I sign one client. I've run the numbers, like I've done it because I have systems down where I know this for a fact. Imagine what that would do for your business if you literally knew those exact numbers. You knew the thing that you had to do to actually get a client. How powerful, how easy would it be to scale? Like me, if I literally just reverse engineer, I do some simple math, take out the calculator. Okay, how many clients do I want to sign this month? I can literally choose. This month I'm thinking I should get 10 clients. I want 10 clients. Why not? Okay, let me do some math. 47 times 10, boom, 470 messages. That's it. Like that's literally it. Once you have a system down, it becomes that easy to sign clients and scale your business. Next thing that we do, we automate or we outsource this system so we can get new clients on autopilot. All right. So now, like I'm at the point now where I have a team, I have systems in place where I really don't have to do much grunt work to book calls and get clients. I literally just press a few buttons or I send out a message to my team and boom, calls on my calendar. Result of this, we do this right, client acquisition becomes hyper predictable, and you can get anywhere from really 30 to 100 calls every month. And that's that's all you need to like scale your business to 50K plus per month. You can hit 100K per month with these numbers. And then for reference, I've used these to book as many as 264 calls in 1 month. That's my record, but we're gonna beat that soon. And here's what the system looks like more in depth. All right, so I know this was very high level. I want to get this more tactical for you, more actionable. So really the 3 big things within a client acquisition system, what's going on here is 3 big things. All right, so we need, number 1, automated attention. So what this means, like attention is the first step. So we want to grab attention of specifically our hyper targeted avatar here. All right, so we already did this part in number 1. We know our avatar like the back of our hand. We know the exact person that we want to attract. So what we have to do is we need to get their attention. All right, so typically this can be like an ad that we set up, our Twitter ad or Instagram ad, something that gets their attention. We speak directly to that avatar. We want to capture their attention by either getting a follow on our account or an email subscriber. All right, we basically want to capture their attention. And this is automated because literally once you get an ad that converts, which is pretty simple because I've already tested a bunch of things. I have like exact templates that work. It works forever on autopilot. Like it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool how it works. Like you literally just work forever. You set it up once, you hit a button, and then automated, like you get new followers, you get email subscribers. It's really cool how it works. So you literally don't have to worry about growing your page, getting new followers, getting more attention. And because we did the upfront work correctly here, we did the foundations of magnetic message. We are only getting new followers. Well, most of the followers are going to be obviously some stranglers or some stragglers is the word I was looking for. People who aren't our avatar, but most of them, or a good portion of them, are going to be like our hyper specific avatar that we want. So people who are qualified, people that actually have money, people who actually value your service enough to pay you high ticket prices. So you're getting hyper qualified growth here with automated attention. That's number 1. Number 2, so we get new followers or email subscribers in the door. The next thing that we do is persuasion content. So this is a concept from the book Persuasion here by Robert Cialdini. Great book, by the way. And basically talks about how a lot of persuasion is done by some sort of priming effect, something that's done beforehand where people are in a more prime state to take the action that we want. That's what we do with our content. So persuasion content is basically building key beliefs and crushing limiting beliefs of our followers to basically prime them and buy. And once we do this on a repeated basis, you can actually do this in a way where you set it up once, you build out all the key content pillars first, and you basically set it up to run on autopilot, which I do with all my clients. But that's basically what we do with persuasion content. So we get a follower, it's automated. They go through our persuasion content. Now they're like primed to buy because they see, okay, this guy has proof. This guy like overcomes all my objections. I have no more limiting beliefs. And now I'm ready to buy. From there, what we do is we do hot DMs. So hot DMs, like I mentioned before, like this is like the big thing that books calls. So basically we get them in our DMs and we go through our, master DM scripts here and we get them on a call. All right. And I call it hot DMs because like they are hot, like they are ready to go. All right. They've gone through our persuasion content. So they're like super primed to take action and to buy our program. So that's the first step we do. Get them on a call and we get a new client. So that's like the big picture process here. And I track like KPIs, like I said, throughout this process. So I know like exactly inputs to outputs, and things become ultra scalable, ultra predictable. Like I know how many clients I'm going to sign this month, this week. Like it's really cool how it works. So that is what we do here with number 2, predictable client acquisition systems. All right. Number 3, scalable systems. So to be transparent with you, like once you do this, you do number 1 and you do number 2, you're going to have an annoying amount of leads, an annoying amount of clients, and it's going to create a problem for your business because it becomes hard to fulfill. Like you get a lot of clients and it's hard to handle all that. And like, let's go over like what most coaches do here. Most coaches have no systems, no organization. It's just complete chaos for their operations and the fulfillment of their business. So what tends to happen with that is you get worse client results, or you're scrambling, you're all over the place, you're unorganized. This leads to churn. All right, that means clients leaving you. Also, you end up being a slave to your business. So you're literally working like a dog, working all hours of the day, and you're just end up stalled around 10K to 20K a month for life in your business. You really can't scale unless you do this. So that's what most coaches do. What we do, though, of course, is we install systems into the operations and fulfillment of your business. The results of this is you get even better client results because things are more streamlined. You tend to get a higher LTV, or lifetime value. This is how much your clients pay you over their lifetime, so they tend to stick with you longer since they get good results. Also, more freedom for you. All right, so you can work more on the business than in the business, and you also have more freedom. So you can do whatever you want with that. If you want to travel, if you want to hang out with your family, your friends more, you can do that, or you can scale your business more. Whatever you want to do, you have the freedom. And what this looks like more tactically is you're basically looking at your operations, your fulfillment, and you're looking at these 3 things. All right, what can I automate? What can I systemize? And what can I outsource? All right, so there's a lot of commonalities that I found in different coaching businesses as far as like what this process looks like to remove you from the business. But that is like the 3 things that you're looking at to actually make this a reality. So these are the 3 big pillars to hit at least 50K per month in your coaching business. All right, and I'll show you a little bit of what this looks like behind the scenes of what I do with the actual coaches that I work with. So I give them access to all my systems, all my trainings right here. So they have the access to the foundations here. This is like creating your magnetic message. Everything's like very explicit as far as what to do. So once you like do this video, you go through the action plan and you implement it. This is like fixed forever. So you don't have to worry about magnetic message. Like it is good. Like there's a checklist of things that it must hit. We must have like these requirements, and we hit those. We create the magnetic message. We're good. Like a lot of the things, the beauty of what I do is like a lot of these things are set up once. So there is some grunt work up front. But once it's set up, like you're good to scale and kind of do this on autopilot. So that's the first thing we do. We do this in the first 4 to 10 days, the foundations. And then number 2 is the client acquisition systems. So actually, how do you acquire clients consistently for your business? So everything here is already validated. It's already tested. We have systems here, outbound, freebie, inbound, email newsletter. We have paid systems as well, as far as like paid ads, sales systems, scripts, templates, everything you possibly need is here for you so you can scale your business. All right. And then, of course, we have the scalable systems, number 3, which is the last step that we talked about. But this is what I do, and really make it as easy and as simple as possible to scale your coaching business. With this, I do a one-on-one mentorship with all of the coaches that I work with. So you and I are working very close together throughout the whole process to make sure that you scale your coaching business. So yeah, if this is something you're interested in, you do want to scale your coaching business to 50K per month plus, you feel stuck at this, you're tired of just inconsistency, unpredictabilities with your coaching business, then go ahead, click the link below in this video. You're going to find a link to my calendar and we can chat to scale your coaching business. All right, I'm looking forward to chatting, and I hope this helps. I will see you in the next one.